Hi Natalie, it's Annette Herveling with Canine NSCSW in Florida. How are you doing? You asked me to send in a little bit of footage of what I talk about when I introduce canine nose work, or even before this, and that's why I'm here. But before I do that, thank you for everything you do. It has been an amazing experience, no matter if I pass or not. Obviously, I like to pass. I would not have wanted to miss this program. It is unbelievable. It is such an enrichment, and it's not only that we create, or we attempt to create deeper bonds between dogs and dog lovers, but it is really a bond that we create for ourselves between us and the students and their dogs, and it's just really a great program and community. So thanks a lot for all you do. So let's get started. I'm gonna try to keep it within 10 minutes or less. So before we meet at class, I send out a pre-class dog questionnaire, which is really helpful, and I have gotten actually a couple of really good feedbacks from people or students who filled it out. Was surprised we do actually have a questionnaire, since they participated in other club activities, different organizations, and they had never been asked. So of course the first question was, is this really needed? Yes, it is, because we are working at high standard, one of our core values. And one student admitted that she was actually thinking about a couple things she had tolerated her dog doing, but she now questioned and found different solutions that actually made it better for her and the dog to to work with those changes she implemented. Anyway, so pre-class dog questionnaire, very helpful, and we send it in. We have a waiver signed. I mean, this is nothing new. Any organization has a waiver for liability and responsibility and accountability. No big deal. Never had an issue with that. We have a video and photo release form. Never had a problem with that. Maybe a couple of questions why and what for, which is understandable, but no problem. We also review of what's needed for class: 6-foot leash, water bottle, water, water and a bowl. We talk about the treat pouch, just a handy pouch around your waist, not making a lot of noise like a crunchy paper or plastic, and it also takes too long to open the plastic and unwrap something. So the students are asked to bring a treat pouch for easy handling and pulling out rewards. We talk about crates and chairs. Everyone brings their own crate. I haven't differentiated between soft or hard crates. As long as the dog is safe and everybody else is safe, the dog cannot escape. Chairs, depending on where we meet, we ask to bring your own chairs, ask students to bring their own chairs, or we provide them if we have a room or rent a room at a local dog club facility. Typically chairs are there, and also gating is there. Otherwise, if I have a student working in their driveway garage, you have some videos. I have had like a long extended baby gate to block off areas that I didn't really want the dog go into to conduct any search. We talk about space and safety. So safety means we wear enclosed shoes. I don't really allow flip-flops or sandals that you can easily slip out of. I did break my fifth metatarsal myself during a different dog event because wearing a hiking sandal, not thinking anything, but yeah, stuff happens. We talk about space because we do open the canine activity to all dogs. So we now have potentially dogs who need more space, passing each other when going partying, arriving at the facility or at the location we practice. We also talk about no meet and greets, no playtime. When the dog finish their searches, they go back to pee, they go back to their crates, and we have a fluent entry and exit, excuse me, to let them in and out. I'm going to have some water. And so everything should be about safety and respecting each other's dog and needs. So with that being said, so again, pre class paperwork, questionnaires. We go over the class rules. We work one dog at a time. I forgot to mention that. And then when students arrive, I typically touch on our vision and our mission, and I touch on some of the core values. So our students understand right from day one who we are. We set a precedence. We set us up and invite them to come into our environment and how we conduct classes. And honestly, I have seen some eyes getting bigger and students to kind of really think and then ask really good questions. And later on, Natalie, they actually thank us for being more structured, being structured in the sense of being prepared and really creating an environment where the dog can focus on searching, and then the rest is a different story. So our mission, well, Amy, Jill, and Ron, what would Ron do? Had a wonderful idea back in 2006 to create a world where canine nose work as an activity creates a really deep bond between dog lovers and dogs, and it's just wonderful. I mean, thank you for creating this vision. It's amazing. The mission, well, how do we support? So now we have a mission, a vision. So how do we get there? Well, the mission that we have is to provide a safe, fun, and fair place for dogs and for all dogs and dog lovers to practice and experience, to practice canine nose work as an activity. If we are ready to test and trial or go to workshops or event sites sanctioned by the NSCSW, the same applies. There are specific instructions, there are space requirements to make it safe, to make it fun and worry-free. And so that's our mission. And how do we get there? Well, we need a few core values to set the standard of reaching those three: fun, fair, and safe environments. So the first one is the community. I do agree we have a wonderful community, and how do we create a community of long-lasting relationships? We are all participating in it to make it work. If I'm an instructor or an associate instructor, I cannot do anything without your help. So you're part of our class, your dogs are our dogs, and we look at each other, we help each other, we look out for each other and build trust. So integrity and trust is another core value that we list. I'm sorry, my throat is dry. Okay, so we have a couple more core values. Diversity. So we are looking at diversity because we are offering the canine nose work activity to all dogs. Small, large, challenged, or the perfect dog, which doesn't exist. Responsibility. I touched on high standards earlier. We are responsible, but so is the student, so is the associate instructor. We are all responsible and hold each other accountable to create that fun, fair, and safe environment. And if I go to Wisconsin, or if I go to Hawaii, or if I go to Sweden, I would be looking for the same thing, and we are going to work as an organization to have that in place by setting those core principles or core values. Safety, we talked about safety a little bit earlier, but safety also means physical and mentally safe, and capable, um, participating in the practice, participating in an event. Um, it's important, and with that well-being of handlers also comes a well-being of the dog. Yeah, if it's super hot, what would be the correct thing to do? If it's so hot that your dog is panting and panting and panting, he may not be able to search. So you may want to keep that safety uh, um, button nearby, because you may pull your dog. Yeah, and maybe you're not able to make that decision because you paid a lot of money and this and that, and all of a sudden someone in that community may say, you know what, are you okay with showing him? We have had that. And the dog handler said, you know what, I was just thinking about that and you're right. I probably shouldn't. Thank you. So looking out for each other will help all of us. Um, fun, fun. What's fun for us may not be fun for the dog. And the dogs don't know if they want a title or a ribbon or another element. We know that, the dog does not. So it doesn't make a difference for them. Let's see, I just have to kind of take a peek at my core values here. Sportsmanship. So friendly competition. Natalie, I see it all the time. When I go to participate in other venues that are close by, it can get rough, and I do not appreciate it. Um, I like to come to our NSCSW events. I know I have space. I can park a legitimate. I don't have to hustle my crate into a space where I don't want to be. Um, it's not overcrowded because we give space for all the reasons said before. And I think I touched on all the core values, so I'm just gonna look at my sheet here real quick. So we got diversity, we talked about integrity, we talked about the community of long-lasting relationships, sportsmanship, safety, and fun. And our students appreciate it. They really do. So, and with that said, I think I'm concluding my 12-minute review for you. I hope I captured everything. And if you need to know more, let me know and I will send in more footage. Thank you. Bye, Natalie.